There's a plan in Cordova right now to build a deep water oil spill response port at this place called Shepherd Point. And it's a guise to allow extraction of natural resources from our lands on the Copper River Delta to go out through this extraction port and to allow our renewable economy, which is our fishing economy, to be replaced by tourism. The proponents of the project are the native village of Eyak, that bears our Eyak name, the Department of Transportation, and the Bureau of Indian Affairs. And they have been gung-ho working with the city of Cordova to build this port of extraction that will basically destroy our remote village community that is the 8th leading seafood port in dollars made in America right now. So we produce a lot of the seafoods that people eat around the world. And so why would you want to jeopardize that renewable economy and industry to replace it with one that's short-term thinking and based on corporate greed? Because some of the tourism companies that want to come in, like Princess, they have their own buses, they have their own lodges, they have their own entertainment, they have their own cruise ships. When they come to town and take over, they take over sites so they can bring tourists to marvel at the beauty and the bounty of Alaska. But they don't share those resources and those riches with the communities or the people. They take from those communities. And so I'm hoping that the community will ban the port and make sure that a port of extraction never happens in Cordova. There's also plans to build a trail up the Copper River. As I said, a world-class trail already exists. It's called the Copper River. How can you make it any better? So rather than build a trail or a road down the Copper that'll allow tens of thousands, if not millions of people into our community, that will only disperse our wildlife, but it will change the fishing and wildlife management of the region, why would you want that for a community that makes its living off of commercial fishing? So I'm hoping that our small 2,500 person community has the vision and the courage to hold back the changes that a handful of developers want to see happen in our home. And that everybody realizes that we can't make our home any better than it already is. We have a quality of life that is comparable to none. When you look at Cordova, how unique it is, it's because of we have the most bush pilots per capita, the most fishermen per capita, the most artists per capita, the most musicians per capita. It is one of the most amazing communities on the planet where we have a chance to still get it right. And so I'm hoping that the city of Cordova, its residents, the people who love Cordova, will help us figure out how to preserve it as one of the last thriving wild economies in communities that can make it on its own. Because the world is changing at such a rapid rate that we need to have communities that can make it through natural and man-made disasters. The resilience of these communities will end up proving to be the resilience of their survival. And so we need to look at what we have and figure out how to enhance and complement our existing fisheries and our existing way of life and make it better for our community. Let's forge a new path Let's figure out how we can work together to live in the world that we want to leave our children. How we're going to preserve what we have that has sustained us and that allows us to continue to thrive in these world-changing times. And we need to do it together. And we need to do it now.